and set up a 300-kilometer-long connection from Jönköping to Stockholm, designed to serve up to 750,000 users streaming music simultaneously. Cisco contributes with the hardware and 2 CRS-3 routers, the most powerful router in the world. One was installed in Jönköping and one in Stockholm. A very advanced laser technology was used for the transmission of the signal between the two cities. The signal then traveled into the public internet before it returned to Jönköping in less than 1 millisecond.
Från Dreamhacks ände, hur har det varit att bygga det här fantastiska nätverket?
Det har varit otroligt jobbigt, men otroligt roligt. Vi har jobbat i 5 dagar i sträck nu med cirka 16 timmars arbetsdagar. Så det är otroligt mycket jobb som vi lägger ner bakom.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dream Arena Extreme Summer 2012 Finals Tournaments. We're about to get things underway. It is, of course, the final day here at Dreamhack, and all of the finals are wrapping up, and we are going to start off today with the first one, Bloodline Champions. Now, Bloodline Champions is a 3v3 arena-based combat game where the object of the game is to kill, destroy, maim the other team. But first, before we start, I want to get a word from our team captains, if they could come up here and join me for a quick interview. Mr. 2 and Antarian. Mr. 2 is distracted right now, as always. What's up, bro? How's it going? Okay, so we have here Razor's Meanwhile in Finland team captain, Antarian, and of course, Mr. Dan Dictory's Mr. 2 over here. Dirty Dane. All right, so Antarian, how are you feeling right now?
Pretty hyped, I would say, if the mic would work.
Yeah, if the mic would work. Can we get that fixed? Okay, so...
I would say I'm pretty hyped, and I'm not sure what to expect. I hope we can deliver a good grand finals and just have fun, man.
Is it not turned on? I think that's the button, right? There we go. You see the screen is supposed to light up. I think that's what that means it's on. Yeah, we're going to blame Weapus.
Weapus is killing esports.
I don't even know how he did that. All right, so now we can actually start this. All right, so I have Razor, Meanwhile in Finland, and Antarian here, team captain. It is this is actually your second LAN event finals here. You just finished at the Starlighter finals. How does it feel to be here on the main stage at Dreamhack?
It's quite a bit cooler than Kiev, because it was like an internet cafe, basically, that's kind of big, but it's not the same thing, man. I mean, this is fucking Dreamhack.
Damn straight, this is Sweden, too. You can say words like fuck.
Yeah, bro. Come on, go for Dreamhack. Yeah, I'm just really hyped. Want to deliver a good grand final, beat them for Starlighter. And yeah.
Yeah, I guess that goes into the next question. You faced these guys in Starlighter finals. That was in LAN. That was a big hype event with 6K people watching live.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be going up against them again right now?
It's sweet, man.
Yeah.
Revenge is sweet.
Revenge is sweet, yeah.
And we get to take that today, or at least we have the chance to.
Awesome, man. Well, I wish you the best of luck. I'm going to let you take your seat, and we're going to go ahead and hear a word from your opponent here. Mr. 2?
What's up?
Yeah, bro. So, how's it feel to be here on the main stage?
Nah, I've been better.
It's been better.
Nah, it's fucking awesome that we're in here again. Like, well, not in here again, but we went in the finals of the Starlighter, and now second event in a row where we go to the finals. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is. You're in the winner final bracket, basically. You destroyed every team you faced. So how do you feel? Well, destroyed. There were a couple close maps, but...
There were some close matches, but we were fast at first, adapting and finding out what did we do wrong and just changed that up. Like, when we met Sto and Iska's team, really we saw danger is the problem for us here. We really can't take the zone fight. So I said, okay, fine, I'll go Reaver. Then I fuck up the Seeker.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
It's easy peasy.
Yeah, just have to hold them one and I win.
Tape. You got some tape on it.
Yeah, I actually got some duct tape with me.
No, that's for later. How do you feel going up against Meanwhile in Finland?
I feel pretty fine because like we're on LAN and you know the Vega factor when you're on LAN that was known back at Dreamhack Summerway just took like SK Gaming out alone, and he has shown the same area event we had him for it, and then Dita at the same time we have a really strong LAN team When we meet them online, they win every time, and that's fine with us because this is where the money is.
Damn straight, man. Well, I'm going to let you get to work. Best of luck. Show some good games, man. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get this underway. And we have an awesome VLC crowd here today. I'm so happy to see you all for turning up. Thank you all. And we are going to get things started. I'm going to throw it up to my co-caster, Haradine, up at the desk.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Yeah, man. We're going to get things underway, and it's going to be good. So the format we're going to use here is we're going to start off with a best of 3. And within that best of 3, we have best of 5 rounds. So first 1, 2, 3 victories within that round takes the map. And if Razors meanwhile in Finland land, you know, coming up from the winner loser bracket, we're going to do an extended series, do an extra map, and that's going to be 1 best of 9. And, you know, I've got a co-caster. You all know him as Semler the Riot. What's up, man? Bro?
Damn good to be here again. This is crazy, man. This is flashback right now because I was sitting at this very desk a year ago at my first Dreamhack event. So it's amazing to be casting Bloodline Champions here again. And, I mean, to have such a magnificent final in store for us is going to be so good.
Yeah. And here we go. We're already going to go into the game. No problem. Well of Surgen is going to be the first map. And I've seen the map. Well, it's pretty much all neutral maps here.
Yeah, it is. It is. Not a lot of advantages to be pulled out of this. Again, guys, I'm going to clarify that this is an arena-based combat, top-down view game. So you're going to see 2 teams of 3. Thanks, Haradine. You're going to see 2 teams of 3 going at it in a bit of a box, really. It's a small arena, not a lot of places to run to, and it's a very close and high-paced kind of environment. So we're going to see how these guys decide to take it. And I'm going to let Haradine take the first round as I try and catch my breath.
Yeah, here we go. Victory's already spaced in. Going to dodge a Shadow Bolt. Good pull onto Joe to get things started. And the Shadow Bolt onto Interion is going to latch on too. He's going to go for it. Mr. 2 backing him up with a shrink. And yeah, the backline doing okay there for me. Razors meanwhile in Finland. Gazak trying to help them out. Victor's actually taking a lot of damage here. Going for that ultimate though. Horns come out and is going to be fine with that up. Does take another Shadow Bolt from Gazak, so not really able to get in. And meanwhile Finland really turtling back here. Mr. 2 trying to get in as well. Some damage and sitting nicely with about 60% energy at the moment. Dandito with an ultimate and they could really try and make something happen with that victory. Pretty deep in there as well. Is forced back as Gazak gets the horns. But great pull from Victory is going to make Dandito not get pulled in by Gazak. Great play there. Mr. 2 does get pulled in here and they want to go for him. And meanwhile, Finland pulling back nicely, getting that zoning going. But Victory pretty low here as well. And Deadly Inject comes out to Gazak, so Dandito wants to stay alive. Counter Goose coming out. Both the Alchemist ultimates and Tarian gets pulled in even further. They want to go for him. Where's Victory though? He's taking a lot of damage from Gazak and he can't go in. Victory goes down. Mr. 2 still alive, trying to make something happen, but he's going to go down as well. And Razors meanwhile Finland are looking really strong here right away.
Fantastic first round. What a way to start things off. Victory, you know, Mr. Dang Victory, they're on the ropes here. This is actually so very important because this first map, with these 2 teams' histories, they have to take it. It is just so important that they take this first map because meanwhile in Finland, were actually studying very closely how to beat Mr. 2's team yesterday because they were fairly shaky, fairly nervous going into this matchup. And Mr. 2's team, Mr. Dan Victory, ride on hype. If they take the first map, almost all the time they just continue to stomp through the rest of the series. So if they go down here in the first one, this might mean trouble.
Yeah, man, but here we go. Mr. 2's already been pulled in and did take quite a bit of damage. Gonna get a good in-cap onto Joe, but gets pulled in once again by Gazak. They really want to go onto Mr. 2 here. Victory gets a lot of room to go into, but Gazak turns around as well as Joe to go and babysit. Victory gonna get his barrier dispelled, does get another Shadow Bolt onto Joe, and good amount of pressure coming out of him. Going really deep here though, might want to be careful. He gets dispelled out of that now. He's gonna be in trouble, and there it is, but he does manage to get out in time. Jero is gonna snatch that energy. They really want to go into Interion here, and a nice pool is gonna set that up. Victory gonna go for the horns, needs to be careful in the meantime as he's taking a lot of damage. Ultimate from Dandito does not manage to get Interion yet. Ultimate from Joe almost takes out Victory, but it's gonna be okay. Does manage to get out Mr. 2's ultimate, but he's way too close. Needs to interrupt it and get the hell out of there. Gazek getting real low. Meanwhile, oh, Shadowbolt connecting as well. Last stand procs, and he's going to be okay. Victory gets pulled in once again. Gazek manages to dodge the pull from Victory. That would have been so close. Yeah, Victory is okay, so they're going to go for a little bit of a soft reset. Good sleep up to Joe into the pull. Can Mr. 2 follow up with anything? Joe is trying to stay alive. Victory gonna go really hard into Intarian here. Almost has the horns as well, and here they come, but he does go down. Gazek, too much pressure. Can they get Intarian though? They're going for it. Gazek really low too, but gets a pull onto Mr. 2 and then manages to escape. So meanwhile, Finland looking really solid to take the second game as well. Good pull from Mr. 2 though. Can he follow up with anything? Dandito gets pulled and he's gonna go down. Joe with the rockets doing a lot of damage onto Mr. 2. Gazek going in onto Mr. 2, and Mr. 2 is going to go down as well. They take the second round.
One round away from taking the first map of the series, and as I said, it's going to be a big deal if they do. These guys looking so very good, and I'm still actually watching closely to figure out what the strategy is, because these guys, Razor, meanwhile, in Finland, they had it up their sleeve. It's their ace up their sleeve, and they refused to tell me what exactly their plan was going into this. They're like, figure it out, noob. But this is going to be so interesting to see. As for the time being, it appears that it is working out for them. They are doing a fantastic job, although there were several close calls in that round. But for the time being, you guys, we see here in the middle of the map, in this star formation, that is energy, and that is 30 energy that just spawned, and Gazhag was able to snag it for himself. When they reach 100 energy, they can then cast ultimate abilities, which is what you see Victory and Gazhag do. When the horns come out and they turn purple, that means that they are in God mode. They are Dark Ward, it is called, and that is their ultimate ability. That is what BLC is based on in a sense. So controlling the middle of the map is so very important throughout these matches. Now, for the time being, it looks like they're just exchanging blows and just trying to farm that energy off of each other. It looks like Gazhag is coming ahead, and he's going to snag the rune again. That means he is sitting on an ultimate now, and he's going to be looking for the opportunity. If he lands that plague, he will, and there he goes. He commits. He has the horns out, and he's trying to land some damage, but he will be forced back, and well played there by Dandito and Victory both to repel his attack. Working out very nicely for them, and this is going to be a bit of a soft reset in the sense that now they can go ahead and try and feel each other and find that chink in their opponent's armor again. Now Victory going ahead, exchanging blows with Gazhag. Not too much going to come of that, and Dandito is going to be able to heal him back up again. But for the time being, the rune is once again going to be snagged by Meanwhile in Finland, and that is so very important because as you can see, they have the momentum going into this. Their HP is sitting pretty, and look at this. Victory is going to go ahead and commit once again. The machine gun following up from Mr. 2. Massive damage going out onto the entire Cold team, and it looks like the tables have been turned. The tables have been even. Can Victory get the kill onto Antarian? The grip into the hip, but the talents are going to keep Antarian alive for the time being, at least. Victory trying to close it out again. Yoho trying to punish him, but it's not going to be enough. Antarian does go down, and his teammates are left in a 2v3 situation. Will they be able to make it happen for themselves? And they certainly are trying. Victory's on the ropes, and he's still managing to survive, using that pillar to line aside his opponents and get out of harm's way. But such a fantastic job from both teams. These rounds are so very close, and they do manage to get the counter kill. Victory just falling there, and it is 2v2, but the HP is so low for both of the Cold team members. One solid combo from Mr. 2 could take them out of the fight. They have to be so very patient here. They have to look for the opening, and there it is. Dandito sniping with the instant injection is going to take Gazhag out, and now Yoho all by his lonesome will fall, and there's the first round for Mr. Dandictory.
And did you see what Mr. 2 has been doing that entire game? He was sitting back and waiting for the perfect opportunity, just waiting for his ultimate. Then they're all going for it and doing so much damage. Mr. 2 going in and, yeah, just demolishing that backline. And Tarian falling really fast.
Man. Mr. 2 is one of the engineers in the game that is very aggressive. He takes any little chance he can, even if there isn't one. And people have often criticized him for this, that he decides to go in too deep and decides to really just commit to these attacks. And sometimes it works, but sometimes he fails miserably. And that just, that's a painful thing to watch here, as he does try to commit to get that 30 energy rune there.
Yeah, it's true. And Victory's already taken a lot of damage at the start. Mr. 2 now as well, already at 50%. Gazhag taking a lot here from Victory, though. He's going for it, but Joe is going to be there to babysit and help out his teammates. Gazhag going to try to space back, but doesn't manage to negate the deadly injection damage. Shadowbolt and Execute are going to miss Victory because it was waiting until those landed and then came back around the pillar. Ooh, the incap into stun.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. Nice
good coordination from the one team so far.
Great control coming out of Mr. Dandictory, but Remo and Finland are looking fine here because Mr. 2 forced back a lot, and Victory got out with the horns out though, so he's gonna be okay. Here's an ultimate from Dandito, gonna go onto Antarian really hard. Victory takes a lot of damage. We're gonna swap for Mr. 2 though, and he's taking a lot of damage as well. Victory and Mr. 2 both, but they do get Antarian. Mr. 2 with the space, and now in trouble. They might. Oh, he doesn't go down with the nether shift just in time. Can they keep him alive? Spacing away in the nick of time. Gazak misses the Shadow Bolt. Mr. 2 stays alive and a shrink, and Gazak does go down. So they're going to be able to equalize the score here, ladies and gentlemen. Joe is not going to be able to do this on his own. There you go. Machine gun to finish it off, and it's a 2-2, man.
I can't believe that they're running it back, man. It's 2-2 now in the rounds. 1 round remaining in this map here, the first map of the series. But Mr. 2, Victory, and Dandito really going hard on Antarian. That is what they're trying to do. They're trying to mess with the cold team's back line. They want to get on top of the healer, pull him out of position, and punish him hard before Yoho and Gazak can get in and intervene and try and defend their teammate. So very well done here from the Warren team going into this. But once again, we're seeing this theme here where Meanwhile and Finland are able to take control of the middle of the map. Gazak, as you can see, is just camping that rune, and he's going to miss it just by a hair. Victory, cheeky bastard, is going to be able to sneak in there and snag it before him, and that is a little bit unfortunate. Now the cold team seeing here they have to give ground. They're going to back up and try and, play it a little bit safe, slow down the match, slow down the tempo, and look for those big openings. There it is, and Antarian providing it with that sleep. That CC going to set up for a nice Shadow Bolt, but Victory's got the horns. He did grab that rune at the start. He's going to try and apply maximum damage to Antarian. Can he make it happen for himself? The grip is going to keep Antarian silenced, and Antarian falling a little bit behind here in the HP. He's got to be careful. Mr. 2 decided to go for the machine gun, the swap onto Yoho, and Antarian and Yoho both hurting. Victory looking to close the deal, and can they find it? No, the nether shift is going to keep, or pardon me, the camo is going to keep Yoho alive, but this is so close. Mr. 2 actually fully committed here in the corner, trying to go for Antarian. Can Antarian keep his ass alive? It's going to be close, and the EMP, one more hit. Mr. 2 going for the machine gun, though. But in the meantime, Yoho has gone down. And GG, well plays come out. It's 1v3. Gazak is good, but not good enough. And this is going to be the first map in favor of Mr. Dandictory in this series.
See Mr. 2 BMing there at the end. Going for the belly flop.
Yeah, he's going for the belly flop. Those are some emotes that you can get in the game. That's awesome. Actually one of the best ones in there.
But yeah, they're going to be able to win 3 rounds in a row and come back into the series very nicely. Mr. Dandictory taking the first map, ladies and gentlemen.
And now, just to clarify, Herding, if you could tell us what the format is of this finals here.
Yeah, again, we are going to start with the best of 3. So the first one going to Mr. Dandictory. If they take another map, then they're going to win, and they come out from the winners bracket as well. So there's not going to be a reset if they win the second map. But if Antarian and Meanwhile Finland is what I mean, are going to manage to pull back into this with 2 maps in a row, then we're going to go into an extended series, do a final map with a best of 9. So first of 5 rounds, we'll win that one.
Mm-hmm. That's right, that's right. There is a potential reset here, so none of that Starladder shenanigans or anything like that. We're going to have it quick and clean. And we are a little bit limited by time, but that shouldn't be a problem here. We should have enough time to finish this up correctly, as it would appear that both of the teams are discussing their options. Mr. 2 giving a bit of the hand slap to Dandito, and that's exactly what we want to see. Mr. 2, one of the most hype individuals in our community. He is so much fun, and he is the creator of the Manly Bacon Tournament, one of the only community tournaments happening for Bloodline Champions at this time. And how that actually started, he was like, well, I'm going to put the money in for a tournament. The devs can match me, and then it just snowballed from there where the community just donating, and now we're sitting on a pretty prize pool, and I think we've been talking about it. We want to aim for the end of August for the next one, so that's something else that's going to be happening in Bloodline Champions fairly soon here.
Yeah, shout-outs to Manly Bacon, and we're already going to go into the next map. No time for chit-chat. We're going to go straight away, and let's see if there's going to be any surprises coming out. Only one really capable of playing more Bloodlines than one here is Gazak, so he's the one to look out for here. But no, it's just going to be his Harbinger. That is the bloodline he's the best at and feels the most comfortable with.
Well, it's not so much that he's the best at that bloodline, it's that they feel the most comfortable going into the matchup with that, because that bloodline is so versatile. It can deal with so many situations, and he's extremely hard to kill. He's almost a tank. They say that he's a melee bloodline, but he really is just this guy who can soak up so much punishment and still dish it out. And so they feel that that is going to give them the most options going up against this combo that, Victory and Mr. 2 are running, which is extremely hard to punish and extremely hard to find openings on. But we do have the headbanger totem going down. Again, dude, these guys are like triple stacking it. But yeah, dude, they're all hyped to be here. They're all happy. And we're seeing how things open up. Once again, you see Mr. 2 and Victory both going for the rune that time. Gazhack a little bit slow on his part, and he's actually going to get a few M1 abilities off onto Mr. 2, the Shadow Slash, but it's not going to be really enough. Mr. 2 shouldn't be too concerned with this, as they are going for the combo onto Yoho. Yoho dropping down to around 30% HP, and he's so close. The instant injection coming in, and Nethership is going to save him, but just barely, and Yoho will be able to make it out of there. Can Antarian get the heals off in time to keep him alive, as Victory was trying to load up the Shadow Bolt to snipe Yoho, but it looks like we'll have a bit of a soft reset here as Gazhag is looking for his time to shine. Going in onto Dandito. Now he did have the horns out. They have faded now. And let's take a look here as Victory is going for the kill onto Yoho, but once again getting shut down. Great support coming out from Yoho and Antarian both to keep their teammate alive, but this is it. There's no way he can survive it. That is the end. Mr. 2 with the machine gun going to take Yoho out of the fight, and Gazhag soon to follow here. 3 versus 1. Mr. Dandictory, as I said before this match even started, rolls on hype. These guys, if they take the first map, they carry that momentum, and it's going to be so hard for Meanwhile in Finland to claw their way back into this.
Yeah, just playing so well all around, and Meanwhile in Finland changing their strategy up is what I heard as well, but it's not really working out at the moment, it would seem. They've been practicing all morning as well against the same setup, but Mr. Dandictory just looks so strong at lands, man, and we're going to get into it straight away once again. Victory not really landing anything at the moment. Good sleep onto Gazhag, but it does get dispelled before anything gets followed up with. And the energy is going to go to Gazhag, and there you go. Victory taking quite a bit of punishment as well, because Joe was there to back Gazhag up. Meanwhile, a little bit of a soft reset once again. People trying to get pulls in, but doesn't really manage to get anything. Sleep does not chance Victory, but he does get pulled back in after his outs are gone. Back barrier does come out to help him. Mr. 2 is just going to space in and go for it. And Antarian a little bit lonely, but Victory taking a lot of damage in the meantime. Joe is getting really low as well. They want to go for Antarian though, and it's going to be a lot of damage coming out into him. Affliction as well. And Antarian trying to stay alive. Is he going to use his energy on shields, or is he going to use it for ultimates? We don't know. It doesn't look like he's going to use it at all. He goes down. Victory trying to stay alive. Meanwhile, can they get the counter kill? They want to go for it. Joe trying to get the energy, is not going to commit to it though. And trying to get a kill. Mr. 2 gets pretty low. Joe will go for it. Pin down. Nice dodging from Mr. 2, and he does go down. Gazhag's still alive and needs to get out of there. But it's going to take a lot of damage here. Deadly Inject might be enough to kill him. There you go. Joe on 1 HP. Is going to have one hell of a comeback if he manages it, but no, it doesn't happen. And there you go, 2-0 for Mr. Dandictory. They're only 1 round away from finishing Meanwhile in Finland off.
They're so close. They're so close. They are 1 round away. That's right from getting that $6,000 payday. And Gazhag and Antarian and Yoho really have to come up with something and fast. Gazhag and Yoho doing a phenomenal job. But the strategy here from Mr. Dandictory is just to focus their healer and do as much damage as possible to him in the small openings that they do get. And it just seems to be working. They swap between Yoho and they swap between Antarian and try and use those defensive cooldowns so that they're no longer available to save their teammates. And all of a sudden somebody goes down. Sure, we're seeing these 2v3 situations. But the whole time, you have to note that the Worm Team healer, Dandito, remains unperturbed. He is fine. He is cool as a cucumber. Nobody is punishing him. Nobody is focusing him. And so even if it were to come down to the wire like that, it would still be insanely difficult for the Cold team to capitalize. But here we go, as Gazhag already feeling a little bit of love here from Mr. 2 and Victory both. Mr. 2 actually going to get caught by that plague, so he's going to be spreading he's going to be spreading affliction to everybody on his team, which actually heals and does damage for Gazhag. Yoho kind of in the enemy lines here. He's got to be a little bit careful. Camo going to keep him out of harm's way for the time being, but Mr. 2 looking to change that as the tractor beam goes out. Very nicely done into the goo from Dandito, but Nethership is going to keep Yoho in one piece. Can he stay alive? Will it stay that way, though? Good pressure coming out from Mr. Dandictory, but there's the execute. Mr. 2, 1 hit from death, and that is it. Gazhag takes him out of the fight. Not today. Gazhag was able to close it out there. Mr. 2 overcommitting just slightly, and that was all the opportunity Gazhag needed to get the job done. Victory and Dandito still not out of the fight, though, and it is never over in Bloodline Champions. There's always the possibility of a comeback, but Victory, he's got the horns out only to mitigate damage at this point. He's not even going to be doing damage because he's got deadly infection on him, or deadly injection, pardon me. But that is going to be it. 2-1. Finally, Razor, meanwhile, in Finland, able to claw around back, and they are still on the brink.
Yeah, man, and such a good job by Joe staying alive there. Did you see that? He got up Nethership from Gazhag, went into stealth straight after that, and they couldn't find him, man.
They couldn't find him. You saw them swinging away, trying to connect, and just
yeah, and then he just swapped onto Mr. 2 with a meteor into execute combo and did so much damage, almost blowing him up single-handedly. Gazhag coming in and finishing the deal. And just a huge collapse after staying alive by meanwhile in Finland. But here we go. Shadowbolt coming out into Joe. No, it's not going to connect. Victory taking a lot of damage from Gazak and Joe. Meanwhile, who's going to get the energy? It looks like Gazak's going to be able to get it.
Whoa, Victory.
What's
going on, bro? You're getting
Victory taking way too much damage there. Is going to be able to get out, but getting a pull into Gazak. They want to get back onto him. But look at the damage Victory's taken. Forced to use a lot of shields and Igazagurgan as well. Shadowbolt coming out. And now he's amplified. Needs to be careful. Hordes come out for Gazak, and he does get the kill. Dandito trying to stay alive. He's going to go for an ultimate to get a counter kill. But Gazak's going to be able to get out of that. No problem. Mr. 2 gripped in as well by Gazak. And sitting on an ultimate is going to go for it. Blinded though, but gets interrupted anyway. So Mr. 2 not able to turn the tides and is going to be going down pretty shortly. There you go. And that's a 2-1 for, 2-2. Meanwhile, Finland coming back a little bit. And are they going to stay into this finals, man? We're going to find out in the final round in the second map.
If you check the damage on that, that is insanity. Gazak and Yoho both floating well ahead of Victory. They're matched, and in that situation, it's just too much pressure for Dandito to deal with. The Worm Team healer just cannot keep up. It's up to Victory and Mr. 2 to mitigate that as best they can and avoid taking the damage, not just soaking it up and allowing their healer to just face, heal bot into them. Gazak and Yoho really on fire, it looks like, as Yoho hardly missed a shot there at the end of that round. So he is just definitely hitting his stride and getting into it as Gazak once again snags that rune. And that is exactly what Meanwhile in Finland need to stay alive in this. That gives them the advantage going into the situation. Spell block goes out onto Mr. 2. He's stuck in the middle of nowhere, and he will be able to rocket jump out, but at what cost? Gazak's trying to keep the pressure on him. Good shrink to get the Hemo off. But in the meantime, in the bottom of the map, we do have Victory trying to apply that counter pressure to Yoho and keep him on his toes. We do have a bit of a soft reset here, but we'll see how things shape up as the double pulls are going out. Victory's going to get shrunk, and that gives him a little bit of an advantage going into this, harder to hit at least. But we do have, for the time being, it just looks like Victory is going to bust the horns out. Gazak is as well, and Tarian or Dandito with the goo to try and back things up, but just nothing really coming of it. A good Shadow Bolt onto Yoho, though, into harm's way. He gets yanked, but he is going to be able to rocket jump out of there and make it out of harm's way, as we do have Victory doing his deal. And look at this. Something to really note here is that Meanwhile in Finland are giving up ground. They're getting pushed back all the way into their spawn. Yoho could be on the edge here. He does get the spell block out. The slash isn't going to hit, but he's still one hit from death. Can they do it? And yes, Yoho goes down. Victory, Mr. 2 just collapsing on him and taking him out of the fight. And now we're in a 2v3 situation again, but fighting from behind and fighting from the spawn. This is so very difficult, and Gazak just doing his best to dodge, but Atari in the meantime hitting an entire machine gun to the face, and that is it. Mr. Dandictory will take the map. And very well the series.
Yeah, that's going to mean that they are the victors here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Dandictory finishing it off with a 2-0 win over Razors Meanwhile in Finland, coming out of the winner bracket. And there you go, doing exactly what they had to. Change from strategy out of Meanwhile in Finland, not helping them enough to take the win here. And yeah, Mr. Dandictory just proving that they are the best BLC players at LAN. No matter what anyone says, they prove it once again. They proved it at Star Ladder, they proved it again at Dreamhack. And there you go. Such fantastic play. And that is that. So awesome. I'm gonna give the mic back to Semler. Are you there? Ready, mate?
Am I on mic? Yes, I am. Hello. I'm just flabbergasted, man. Congratulations. I mean, it's so rough. That's so rough. I mean, it was fought to the bitter end. Well done by you guys. Truly, you deserve it. All the praise that you can be given. But we're actually going to move up here and take care of the prize ceremony now, as our champions will come to the front of the stage with me. Mr. Dandictory, Mr. 2, Victory, and Dandito. Give it up for the new champs of Dreamhack Summer 2012. Congratulations, guys. Really, you guys deserved it. And Victory, I'm glad that confidence from this morning paid off. You were just like, yeah, nobody can touch us, man. I'm not even worried. I slept like a baby last night.
He didn't even want to prank. He said he didn't even want to prank because he was like, I already got it. Don't need to prank.
Yeah, that was it. I was just like, we were standing out front of Dreamhack, and you were just like, no, just chilling out, not even nervous, not tapping your toes or anything. How does it feel, man?
Well, of course I'm nervous, but I play better when I'm nervous, so it's all good. Yeah.
That's always been the thing, though, with you. You've always performed better at LAN. Is there something to be said about that?
I don't know. Why?
Yeah. Just something. It's just genes,
Well, the game is more fun on LAN, so play better on LAN.
Yeah, definitely. It always has been. And Dandy, you can't stay out of this, man. What's going on? How you feel right now?
I'm feeling so happy right now. Like, first we win Star Ladder, and then we win this. It's amazing.
Think about it. In 1.5 months, we won in total, like, what, $9,800 now?
Not a bad month's work. Not too shabby, guys. Well, congratulations. I'm going to stop holding on to this. I'm going to give it to its rightful owners. Congratulations once again to Mr. Dan Dictory. All right, guys. Well, we're going ahead and call it a day for BLC. I'm so sorry. I wish we could do this all day, bro, huh? But congratulations. Take care. And also, congratulations to Razor MIF.
Bacon.
Yeah. Congratulations to Razor MIF for coming in second place. Well fought, boys. Thank you very much. And actually, you guys can come up here and give a quick interview, 2 words, and we'll go ahead and close it out for the day. But Yoho, I mean, you came this far. What's it feel like right now?
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, boy.
At least it was close.
It was close. It was well fought. And the preparation you guys put into it.
Yeah, we watched replays yesterday, like 2 hours, like slow motion, and today we started playing at 10. Practice 2 hours against their comp and everything, but could do better. Yeah.
What's that?
And just nothing. It was good games, close games. Just wasn't enough, I guess. Next time.
Next time, man. Guys,
we played really well, but wasn't enough this time.
Well, guys, thanks very much. Best show. And good luck again next tournament. Manly Bacon, what's up? All right, guys. Well, we're going to call it a day here at Dreamhack Summer 2012. We'll be right back. We're taking a quick break, and we'll be back with the... Oh, you do have a check, too. What the hell? They're giving it to you, too? Oh, come on. Nobody told me that. That's right. Oh, my God. I knew Tao was going to find a way to make me look like an ass. Of course, I do that myself, but... Guys, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the next final. It should be not actually very quick, in an hour's time. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Dreamhack action soon.
Dreamhack is the world's largest digital festival and holds the official world record as the world's largest LAN party in the Guinness Book of Records. Telia enabled the fast internet access and the fiber optic network, and set up a 300-kilometer-long connection from Jönköping to Stockholm, designed to serve up to 750,000 users streaming music simultaneously. Cisco contributes with the hardware and 2 CRS-3 routers, the most powerful router in the world. One was installed in Jönköping and one in Stockholm. A very advanced laser technology was used for the transmission of the signal between the 2 cities. The signal then traveled into the public internet before it returned to Jönköping in less than 1 millisecond.
Från Dreamhacks ände, hur har det varit att bygga det här fantastiska nätverket?
Det har varit otroligt jobbigt, men otroligt roligt. Vi har jobbat i 5 dagar i sträck nu med cirka 16 timmars arbetsdagar. Så det är otroligt mycket jobb som vi lägger ner bakom.